Okay, before I go on this road trip, I've got some jets here, and I did try earlier before I leave here for Dallas. I had the 56s in it, and then I had the 55s. And there was kind of like the 56s were just a little too fat, and the 55s were just a little too lean. It was like 16 something going down the road, and I didn't like that. So what I did is I pinned some 55s, and so I found some 51s, I found some 52s, I found some 53s, and then all the 56s seem to be at 54 thousandths. These are thousandths of an inch. So, and then I found some 53s that were also 51, and there were some 52s that were 50. So this 55 had a big variance between them. I found some that were 53. I found three of them, in fact. So those are the ones, the 53 thousandths are the ones that are in the car right now. And hopefully that gives a little bit of a difference, and we're going to find out on this trip. What I'm trying to do is, it's on this one right here, when you floor it, it's way too fat. Cruising down the road, it's just too fat. These 55s that I had right here, these were the new ones I put in there. These ones were too lean, but perfect when it was cruising down the when it was full throttle. It was like 12.5. It was like ideal. Hopefully this kind of gives me a balance between the two, and we're going to find out. So here we go. Off to the road we go. And so it begins as I cross the Mississippi River, driving the old Lizard King to come along with an adventure on me. I'm going to be going to Dallas, Texas, and here I cross. I've got, whatever that says, 6 hours and 53 minutes, 474 miles still left to go as I cross the old Mississippi right now. And yeah, we're going to do a trip on this. Maybe I'll post this, I don't know, but this is going to be just documentation for myself, and I don't know, maybe I'll share it. So, yep, as we're just about to get off the bridge here, we're going to test and see what kind of mileage we're getting out of this thing now with the new tuned Holleys, and kind of go from there. Yeah, all right. As we get right back on, as we see the sign coming in right here, welcome to Arkansas, not just Arkansas. So there it is, driving the old Lizard King. All right, so we're about 100 miles into the trip so far. Flux capacitor is fluxing, and we're just cruising along right around 77 miles an hour ish. And somewhere in Arkansas, car's doing fine. It's a little warm out. Oil pressure looks good. Alternator looks good. And we's cruising. So, yeah, we'll see how far we get on the first stop. But it's looking good so far. All right, moving on. Well, this sucks. I am just outside of Arkansas, Little Rock. I was just outside of Little Rock. I had my tires balanced and rotated, and I heard this ding, 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 ding go off, and yeah, that came off. I went back and looked for it, and I can't find it. So, yeah, it's going to be driving like that from now on. I'm just going to take them all off, but that sucks. Sucks. All right, so we're just outside of Hot Springs here, and that's kind of about how much farther, sorry, the glare. As soon as I pull this up, yeah, so that's where we're at right now. And I'm going to pop this back here and go to that. So that's kind of what we're doing right now as far as cruising. I'm doing about 75, 77 miles an hour in that range. Start. So yeah, doing about, what does it say right there? About 77 or so right there, 78. It's kind of the way it's been, and I just got my first fill up. You can see right there, and it looks good. It's looking good. I just over 200 miles I went, and I think I put in 10 gallons Now that's at 75 miles an hour, 78, so it's doing pretty good. So the goal is if I can get 20 to 22 miles of the gallon at 75, almost 80 miles an hour. If I do that, it's kind of a success. So yeah. All right, so as we move along, we'll keep on going. All right, so we're mobbing in to Texarkana. You can see through the time, all an ass. Yeah, so we're moving along. Car's doing great. These DLC hydraulic lifters are just zinging. I love them, dude. Badass. Object in road ahead. Well, I don't know. Maybe. So we're gonna cross into Texas here and go from there and just see how things go. Oh, I'm supposed to slow down here. Work zone 65. Well, no one else is slowing down. There's the object in road. And I'm just not going to. So yeah. All right. We're down in Texarkana. I just had to do that real quick. Sometimes you just need to drive on your own in your old car and just all ass. It's awesome. So yeah, I'm saying Texarkana right lane, Dallas left lane. I'm going to Dallas, so I'm in the left-hand lane. Here we go. It's awesome. I think I might be in Texas now. I don't know. I was looking for the Texas sign. The don't mess with Texas. I just don't see that yet. Let's open the cat stat. If you guys want to know what I built the Lizard King for, it's this right here. Exactly what I'm doing right now. 79 to 80 miles an hour, going down the freeway. I can take my hands off the steering wheel, it goes straight, doesn't do much. And yeah, this is exactly what I built it for right here. Soon I'll have an overdrive in it. This is going to be one of those videos that if you watch, you watch. If you don't, I don't care. I'm filming it. I'm hoping for the Texas sign somewhere. You know, if I didn't live in Tennessee, I'd probably move to Texas. Texas has a lot of the attitude that I like. Don't mess with you. I like that. Man, I like this lane. Nothing's coming in, nothing's coming out. I hope I'm not like in the express lane. It just said Dallas this lane. This is cool. This is the kind of like the no one mess with you lane. I like it. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. I'm not really sure where the Arkansas and Texas line is. Oh, I see a Texas. Is that Texas symbol? Maybe I'm already in Texas, I don't know. I gotta be. I don't know. If there was a sign, I missed it. I had to have missed it. So, yeah, I'm probably already in Texas because I'm out of Texarkana. So, yeah, welcome to Texas. So the sun just set, and we're about an hour and 50 minutes or so from getting there, about 126 miles, and just bombing along. We're about to get some petrol here in a few. The last quarter takes a long time, so yeah, we're gonna just let it roll, and probably gonna blow by these, and I'll just I'll grab the next one or something like that. So we'll check it out with mileage at the next gas stop, and we'll tally it up for the so far, and then we're gonna do it when we get to my brother's house, and then we'll do it when we get home. So yeah, moving along. Oh, 85. Slow down a little bit. So last time I told you I was going to check in, I didn't. We got into some construction area on the way in. I had some personal business to deal with in Texas on Saturday. So today's Sunday. I think the 5th. I don't remember the exact date, but it's Sunday. And I just filled up. I've got 413 miles to go. Should be there by 11 o'clock. And we're going to see what we get. So far the mileage is looking good. I'm going to try to wicker up to about 80 now. Instead of 75, I'm going to try 77. I'm going to try to stay right around that 79, 80 mile and see what I get going there to Texas, to Dallas at 75-ish. And on the way home, I'm going to try to keep it right around 80 and see what kind of mileage I get both ways. So see if it's dropping off considerably or what. But let's see if I can do this here real quick. Flux capacitor's not fluxing. Anyways, we'll check it out later. I can't do it while I got one hand driving, doing 80, tractor trailer truck right there. So yeah, we'll check it out in a few. I'll pop back in a few, and we'll go from there. Somewhere in Texas on the 30, heading east. All right, so here we are, getting close to Texarkana. This is kind of where we're at right now. Moving along, we're had to drop it back down. We're in a construction zone, so still speeding, but below the 80 right now, just because of construction. So yeah, and let's check the flux capacitor. Flux capacitor is fluxing, so we're doing good. It's right kind of where I want to be. I'm trying to be in that high 15s number. Kind of bounces around a little bit, is what it is. And let's get back here to my, so about 79, 80, right in that range. So like I said, we're trying to keep the mileage up, speed up, and we're going to see what we get. All right, moving on. I forgot to say also that we're coming into Arkansas. So we're finally out of Texas and moving along nicely. It's like I said, Sunday afternoon. It's about almost 7 o'clock. Should be home by about 11:15 or so. If I can keep this pace up and I can get through Little Rock, and then I can also get through on Memphis. I was told the National Guard's there, which is good, but we'll see if it's if I can get through there, just kind of skip around the outside or whatever. So yeah, more construction, and then we're gonna just keep it wicking through. All right, so we're freighting along, still hauling ass, and kind of give you an idea where we're at. I just passed Arkadelphia. That's a place. We got about 226 miles to go, and last little bit of sunlight in the sky right here. I'm going to see if I can get about another 20 miles out of this. That'll put me in a safe range, so I don't have to make another gas stop. There's plenty of gas happening around. Yeah, that's a little last bit of sky right there. As we, hopefully I'm getting that. Pulling ass. So, yeah. This is kind of what we got. Slowed down to about 76 here. Because, yeah, so this right here, and guys are going along with me. So, yeah, just, it's a nice night, man. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's nice. Lots of bugs on the windshield. But just just is what it is. That's what the Lizard King's good for, is doing what it does right here. All right. I will I'll pull you guys up later. So we're at Love's and just checking everything out. I can't check the oil right now because it's, well, maybe I can. Let's see here if I can do this one-handed. It's hot, obviously. So let's see here. See what we got. We're golden. It's right in the middle. So I'm good with that. Gonna call that good. And obviously just shut it off. So it's got to run back down. I always check the vitals. That's right in between the two lines. We're golden there. Everything else looks good. So yeah, and we just put in 11.2. So we've got 200 miles to go, and I'm going to crank these suckers out, and we're going to get going because I am ready to get home. Being on the road sometimes does suck. So yeah, it does suck a lot. So yeah, and let's kill the light. Here we go. Turn lamps on. Oh, by the way, that bulb and that bulb on the awesome, nice and smooth roads that are in Dallas, they became loose, and so they wiggled loose and no working anymore. So yeah, so that's kind of going on. So anyways, we're gonna get going. We're gonna get home. I'll do another check-in when I get to Little Rock, and then I'll do another check-in when I get into the Memphis area. So till then, you guys take it easy. I don't know if you saw the sign or not, but here's the next one coming up. So here we are, just bombing through Little Rock. Still 75. I'm only going to go about 10 over here, and that's where we got to grab right there, 40. So we're going to grab the 40 and then get going on over, and then I'll show you when we go across the bridge and getting into Collierville. So yeah, maybe you got to pay attention. Oh, Memphis is one. Yeah, so I got to get this one right here. Memphis is one. Forgot about that. So yeah, we're gonna get on the 40 here, and we're gonna hammer down and let the sucker eat. Do what it likes to do. Eat up some roadway. So yeah, we've got about 154 miles still to go. And let's wake this sucker up. Let's get her going. Yep, let's get this sucker going. And there we go. All right, moving on. All right, I forgot to show the flex capacitor flexing. So there's the flex capacitor flexing. And yeah, moving on down the road. Just gotta keep it out of the way so I can keep this thing wicked up at 80. Yeah, sucker loves to run. I love this car. DLC lifters are just champions, man. I never thought I'd be happy with hydraulic lifters, but I'm telling you, these things, man, you can throw whatever you want at it and it just eats it up. This is kind of a big moment. We're almost exactly 100 miles away. We are 100 miles away. Hour and 30 minutes. Still freighting around right around 79, 80 miles an hour. And car's doing awesome. No one on the road. We're just getting it. Yeah, it's every time I drive this car, man, I love this thing a little bit more. I think I found the combination I like the best. I think the very next thing I'm going to do is I have an A500 transmission. I'm going to put an overdrive in this thing. And go from there. It does turn a little bit of RPM, sorry. Let me get around some of these guys here, and we'll check the flux capacitor. Flux capacitor is showing right around, right where it's supposed to be. And at 80, I'm right at about 3,000 RPM. So I'm not expecting a super awesome mileage out of this one this time, but I want to get home. But I would like to see what 75 and 77 compared to 77 to 80 miles an hour does. That's the whole point of this. So, plus I just want to get home. I'm done. It's been 8 hours. So yeah, all right. And here we are. There's the pyramid. Get a little time check here. Rolling across. Got about 31 miles. Get back to the place and downtown shithole Memphis right here. Hopefully I get to see the National Guard. That'd be awesome. Anyways, there it is. Tennessee welcomes you. So we're doing pretty good here. And there's the old pyramid. It's the only thing worth coming to in downtown. Just come and see that. That's worth it right there. And they have armed security, and so less stuff gets broken into. But, yeah. There it is, Memphis, shithole, Tennessee. Yeah, anyways, so we're gonna roll on down. We don't have much time, still gonna be home in about 11:19. I kind of hammered down. I'm going to keep the speed limit under control right now because there's not very many people on the road. Normally, if you're from Memphis, you understand that there is no more speed limit in Memphis, but there might be tonight. So I'm going to keep everything under control and just get where I need to go and go slow and go from there. Yeah, we'll see. When I'm getting off the freeway, we'll see how the old pig's running. All right. Well, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. I got the flux capacitor fluxing right here. And yeah, I'm not going to show where I live, obviously, but I've only got 5 more miles or so. So this trip's been, and we judged the mileage just right. It looks like it's on empty, but there's about 6 more gallons there. You know how if you're a Chrysler guy, you know that they stay at full forever. You can almost go 100 miles at full, then you got about 20 miles until it gets to a quarter of a tank, and then you've got another 75 miles there. So I've got about 6 miles still there. 6 gallons, sorry. So yeah, we're doing it. So we're gonna see what kind of mileage we're gonna have on this thing, and all in all, this was a good trip, man. This car's awesome. I think the only thing I'd make it better is an overdrive, so I'm not ripping the RPMs on it. But I mean, it just hums along. I mean, it's a Science 6. It doesn't seem to hurt it. It's still getting over in the 20s for the mileage, at least on the way there. So we'll see what it's like on the way back, if it's any different. I mean, I only had to fill up twice, but it's just at the point where it's beyond. So I filled up, just outside of Dallas, just to top it off, and then filled up once. So yeah, so it's pretty good. And like I said, if you don't have one of these, man, you need to get one of these things. These things are just amazing. This is really what's helped me tune these dual carbs. So with that, we're gonna have this will probably be the last of the driving segment of this one. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna finish this one off, but maybe this is finished, I don't know. But if it's finished, till next time, yeah! But if it's not, then you're still hearing this. Moving on to the next segment. So it's not the end of the video. here's what we got. I basically just took the total mileage and divided it in half because it's about an ish. We didn't use my car for driving when I was in Dallas at all. So 484 there, 484 back is half. I filled up when I got there, and then I filled up when I got home. So that way it kind of gave that. So that was 484 at 75 and 77 miles an hour, right in that range, because that was my average. Is 21.2 gallons used, and that's 22.8 miles per gallon. On the way home, different story. Now, on the way back, I filled up. I left my brother's house because I got better mileage on the way there. It was not nearly empty. And I drove back, out of Dallas, and then got on the 30 and then started going east. So 484 miles at between 77 and 84 miles an hour. I got to use 26.4 gallons. That was about 18.3, and I think it's even worse than that because some of this gas was probably still overused over here. I got great mileage on the way there because I kept it under control. But man, on the way home, I got to tell you, I was getting it. There was times where I was telling you I was doing 80, and I was really kind of doing up near the 85 in some areas because there's just nothing around, and it was late at night. So I hope this kind of helps you out. I'm going to be doing an A500 transmission. I've got it sitting right there. And that's going to go in there. But until then, this is kind of what the Lizard King was built for. I'm still trying to get to that 30 miles per gallon. I've gotten close. I've gotten close, but not there yet. So anyways, until next time, you guys take it sleazy. Later.